Hey everybody, welcome back to Ryan Makes Sense, where we talk personal finance, investing, and chart analysis. Today we're going to be looking at ticker symbol RELY, that is Remitly Global. We're also going to see what institutions and hedge funds are doing in terms of buying or selling. And we're also going to do some advanced charting on Think or Swim to see if we can find any patterns, trends, etc. It looks like the stock hasn't been around for too long. Wow, 53 down to 666. Number of the beast. From 666 to 27, back down to 13. So, without further ado, we're also going to check and see if the stock is actually worth $13 with our handy dandy proprietary calculator. So again, Remitly Global, this is a software infrastructure company. Let's just go ahead and load the website because I'm kind of intrigued about what kind of software they have. All right. A lot of gaps. You guys can't see my face is in the way. Perfect timing though, because it just loaded. All right. My head is small now. And you guys have hit the subscribe button, right? Right. Okay. Cool. Okay, so again, a lot of gaps to fill. We've got this gap, we've got this gap. This is a hold at the moment, as far as I'm concerned. We'll look at other things, but just a hold for now. And I say that because we have all-time low, all-time high number two, because our other all-time high was over here when it IPO'd. Lower high, higher low, lower high, lower low compared to this low here, lower high, and I think we're probably gonna get a lower low below 11. Just looking at, we have our high, bottom, not so high, lower bottom, not as higher. Now it's really up to this month. So nothing against the company. We don't know what the company is yet. The strength is a 36. It's with the Bears at the moment. Our momentum looks like it could be potentially turning around, where we did see a bottom here. So we'll see what they're doing in terms of profitability and guidance, revenue, profits, etc. Money flow, you can see it hit an all-time high, and it's kind of been tapering down. Again, we're going to look at this link right up here, which you can't see. But it'll show us our institutional and hedge fund buying and selling. And then our relative momentum indicator it came out the bottom of the ocean, almost breached above the water, but now it's heading back down at the moment. So, what do we see here? First glance, this is absolutely beautiful. 2023, we did 944 million in sales. 2024 trailing 12 months are at 1 billion 80 million, which definitely exceeds what we had here in 2023. Earnings per share really hit a mud patch here. 2022 negative 68, 2023 negative 65, 2024 we're probably looking at negative 62. So hopefully that changes. We'll look down below and see if there is some change coming. So and then shares outstanding, you can see there's 188 million shares outstanding, and still true for 2024. However, 2019 there was 26 million shares less. So we do have 26 million shares more in the pool as we did in 2019. They are not profitable, so we'll go ahead and see if this was a one-time charge-off that they had, or if they're turning a corner, whatnot. So, this is concerning. There's no quick ratio number here. Forward P is a 16.9, which is very doable, but this is looking at next year, and we're in September of this year. So again, this kind of puts me at the hold position. Debt is very low. Long-term debt's very low, so I'm guessing their quick ratio is actually pretty high. Earnings per share this year, 339%. Next year, 67. EPS past 5 years, not so hot. Sales past 5 years, very hot, 67%. Gross margin, 56%. That is insane. Every $100 they spend, they're getting back 156 and 51 cents. Looks like institutions are buying. Shares float, there's quite a bit. Some people are shorting this, dang it. Average volume 1.85 million shares. Wait, yeah, that's good. 100, not 100, 1.85 million shares traded a day. That's pretty good. Okay, so we looked at the chart, we looked at some data points. Let's go ahead and pull up our proprietary calculator and clean this up so we can, what's going on? See if this stock is worth what we got. All right, so we have a market cap of 2,620,000,000. Income negative 103,850,000. And sales 1,080,000,000. And all right, let's go down to our cash and our debt, baby. Um, okay, before we do, Q2 this year they did 306 million. Q2 last year 234 million. That's fine, but when you look at why isn't it showing us profit? What's going on? Here we go. This is what I want to see. Okay, Q1 this year, 269 million. Q1 last year, 203 million. Gross profit up 50 million, pretty much. Q2 this year, 306 million. Q2 last year, 234 million. Gross profit up about 45 million point change. Okay, net income. So this is going to tell us about our profitability to come. Q1 this year, negative 21 million. Q1 last year, negative 28 million. So that's a nice $7 million increase, which is to the positive. Q2 this year, negative 12 million net income. Q2 last year, negative 18 million, a $6 million increase. So they are becoming more, they're getting closer to profitability. So Q3 last year, they did negative 35 million. So if we're tracking about 6 to 7 million of efficiency, this will probably be about negative 28 million when they do release earnings again. So overall, happy with the revenue and the profit and the growth to profitability. So this is a digital finance service for immigrants and their families. Okay. Decline all. So this is interesting because I know the US right now, the borders are open and people are coming in all over the world. So this is hot. I just want to go back up to the chart real quick. I promise we're going to go through this. So if Kamala stays or becomes president, I think this would be huge. That's pretty crazy. Financial services for immigrants and their families. So it seems like, let's see if there's any government, any agency. We'll look at the website. I wonder, who are their customers? It's got to be the government, right? We serve 170. That's great. While sending money is internationally. Okay, so it's basically like a Venmo across the world. It's kind of cool. That is pretty cool. Let's look at the partners. That's pretty cool, honestly. Rates and fees. What we got here? Okay, so I want to send $100 to my Filipino girlfriend. I'm gonna get charged 10 bucks. Is that right? Zero fees. That's kind of crazy because, oh, that's really cool. So if you're a business, you can send money to your employees. You can send it to their debit card or their bank. Um, that's pretty cool. But why can't you just send it bank to bank? I guess this is kind of a decentralization if you're doing this mobily, mobile money. So through the Remitly app, that's pretty cool. Um, and also think about it like this: if you're a American traveling to Mexico or Philippines, um, it's gonna go on a card, but you would need the cash. Cash pickup is 5 bucks. It's probably a lot less than what would you would pay for a foreign transaction fee, honestly. So, um, 1,000 or more. So there's a fee. Okay. I mean, this is pretty cool. This is a cool concept. And they're making 1 billion this year. I just want to go back up. Their gross margins are 50%. They're losing 100 million, but they make 1 billion. They're getting more efficient quarter over quarter. That's pretty cool, really. Okay, we're gonna go back to our what the hell is this? We're gonna go back to our calculation. So cash they have 335,900,000. Need some more numbers in there. 335,900,000. And we're gonna check that this is US dollars. It is. Okay. CEO selling, I don't like that. He has a lot of shares. Okay. Very cool, but let's continue. Okay, total debt 17,390,000. 17,390,000. Okay. All right. And then while we're down here, total assets 950 million, total liabilities 371 million. So basically, assets dwarf liabilities like 2.5 to 1 at least. For every liability they have at least 2.5 assets. So this is great. Um, you could see it used to be assets dwarfed liabilities 3 to 1 right here. What was this? Q1 2023. 715 million assets, 219 liabilities. So at least 3 to 1 there. So very interesting. Very, very interesting. Um, Matthew Oppenheimer, I guess some homework if you wanted to do research. Is Oppenheimer related to the Oppenheimer billionaires, millionaires? Uh, co-founder. Okay. All right. So let's go back up to our calculation. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted as heck. Okay. And shares outstanding are 188,440,000. So potential stock price of $20.77. Analysts have a target price of 19.50. Wow, BMO has a target price of 28. Uh, Wells Fargo 16. So my $20 target is kind of decent. I think I like this company. I wonder. I'm just very interested. This is really cool. That's pretty cool, honestly. Okay. So, anyway, institutions own 61%. That is old data. New data shows that institutions actually own 89%. That is an 18% increase. And you can see institutional and hedge fund ownership is at an all-time high. So this is why FinViz is considered old data because again, it's showing our money flow is heading down when in actuality it's at all-time high. So, absolutely incredible. Do we have any Vanguard BlackRock? We do. Wow, Vanguard has 12 million shares. JP Morgan has 8 million shares. BlackRock sold 1%. Bally Gifford sold 15%. But wow. So BlackRock, or I'm sorry, Vanguard, JP Morgan, they bought earlier this year. Same with generational or generation investment. What was the price earlier this year? Wow, it was around 19-20 bucks. And they bought millions. That's crazy. Millions of shares at the $20 range. Just wow. Okay. They're being added to some index funds. The Russell 2000 1.5x strategy fund. We got a short. Okay. So you can go through this on your own, but just very interesting. Let's now look at some advanced charting, baby. So, all-time low at 666, number of the beast, as we already noted. This was back in 2022. Then it tripled. No, it almost it quadrupled from 666 to 28, 27.95. Then it fell 50%. So, you know what? Actually, this kind of makes me think we're gonna bust out the Fibonacci retracement. Oh, come on, dude. Okay. Yes. Woo, baby. So, kind of clean, kind of clean. Support falls through, tests gets resistance, test support falls through, all-time low, tests it, breaks through, double confirms on the support here, breaks through, double confirms on the support, falls through. Perfect 10 out of 10 support on this candle right here. 10 out of 10 support, falls through, comes back up. 10 out of 10 support here, 10 out of 10 resistance. So Fibonacci retracements for the W here. Um, Looking at potential channel, I would say right here. Um, I more so like it like right here. Yeah. Yeah, right there. Whoops. Okay. So, what we are going to want to do, not we, me, not you, it's going to need to break above 1430. If not, I think we're going to go down more. Again, this based off what we saw, this is about a $20 stock trading at 13. The only reason I'm not jumping out of my bones for this one is the trend is your friend until the end, and the trend looks like it's hitting a rough patch. You can see it's this channel's tried to break out once too, major rejected, support, fell through, came back up, got rejected not once, not twice. Actually, it got rejected twice. Falls through, tests the support, active support, active support. It didn't fall through like we saw up here. So it's kind of stabilizing around this area around 1186. So, you know what we're going to do next? We're going to look at perfect. Like 10 out of 10 support, 10 out of 10 support. Great support, great resistance. 10 out of 10 resistance test here. 10 out of 10 resistance test. Great resistance on the candle. Great support on the candle. So we're going to see it again. This is our area of apex, our area of opportunity, which is where support and resistance meet. We have the resistance of this channel coming down, but we also have the support of this 1186 where you can see it couldn't break it for about a year and finally broke through, and now it's testing it again. So I feel fairly confident buying. I mean, I have the mind of a longer term investor trader. So buying at 13, buying at 11, That all seems fine to me, honestly. Um, so right here's our area of opportunity. Again, it tried to break out for over a year, finally broke out, and now this has acted as support twice. Chances of acting as support again are probably high. Um, so that's interesting. And we're out of this Fibonacci arc, so I'm just going to remove it. So, what about if we go from here to here? Yeah, we're even more so bearish, in my opinion, because we're out of this Fibonacci arc to the downside, and we're also in this downward channel, but we're also coming up against this support. So really, it's gonna be interesting the next 3 months. And they have earnings. Let's see. They already had earnings end of July, so August, September, October, November, maybe end of November, early December, they'll have earnings again, which again puts us at this area right here. So I'll wait on the sidelines for this. I do like this concept. Um, I mean, I really like this concept a lot. And I could see for travelers or paying people overseas. This is pretty cool. So yeah, I like this one. I like it. I like it. I don't know what else I could say. It's pretty cool. Let's just see if we can. I wonder. Let's look at other countries. Oh, there's only two countries. New customer offer USD to PHP. What if I want to send it to? Oh, I see. I see. I think I gotta go and switch it up here. I gotta do it. Oh, I gotta choose right here. Okay. Look at all these countries. Do they have Russia? They do. Taiwan is coming soon. The Virgin Islands coming soon. Anyway, we reviewed the stock. That's the most important thing. If you made it this far, consider subscribing. I appreciate you for watching. Hope you're doing well. Talk to you soon.